New York City bracing for a potential shortage of firefighters, police officers, and other city workers who are being pushed off the payroll as a vaccine mandate goes into effect. Our next guest represents many of those workers. Uniformed Firefighters Association President Andrew Ansbro joins us now. Let me just get this clarified off the top, Andrew, because I think this gets conflated a lot. Are these workers who are not going to get vaccinated anti-vaccine or anti-mandate?
We're anti-mandate. I've been pro-vaccine from the very beginning. I was vaccinated the first day it was available. At the time, this was almost a year ago, we actually did a poll from our membership, and at the time, 55% stated they did not want it. They were already infected. They felt they had the antibodies. As time went on, I believe we're probably at about a 28% unvaccinated rate as of today. But a lot of those members that were sick last year, they haven't changed their mind. They feel they have natural immunity, and they want to have their day in court.
Right. So what effect do you believe this is going to have on New York City's emergency services with so many of these emergency workers now being pushed off the payroll?
Well, the effects they were immediate. Well, what happened was the teachers had their day in court. They had about 40 negotiation sessions with the union, and they came to an agreement. We were told 9 days ago that members had to decide either they were going to end their career, get the shot, or go on unpaid leave. We have had members retire. We've had, as of this morning, what I heard was 1,700 members on leave without pay, and they had a very hard time staffing the firehouse this morning. There are firehouse, to my knowledge, there are fire companies that are closed. There are many companies that are riding without the full contract mandated number of firefighters on each one. Now, when you see a fire truck roll down the street, an engine or a ladder, every person on that rig has a unique responsibility in order for the other members on that rig to believe they can do their jobs and survive the fire. So when you start removing people from that rig, when we assemble for a fire, a regular fire is 4 engines and 3 trucks. Now, they're coming from wherever, depending on who is in and out of service. Now, we're having a mishmash of understaffed rigs, and we don't know which jobs are getting done. Some people's jobs are to find the fire and remove victims. Some people's jobs are to vent the windows so that the heat is getting out. And there are some people whose jobs are to be above the fire. And the people above the fire who are searching for victims have to place their confidence on the firefighters that are below them to put the fire out.
Sure.
And if we have understaffed engine companies responding, our lives are in jeopardy. That's why it was so important that we put in the contract. Right, as of now, our contract is being violated because they gave us 9 days to make this decision, and the 9 days to make the decision is basically to remove our ability to go to court. So our due process is being removed at the same time. We just want our day in court.
So, Andrew, you've obviously got the operational concerns here when you've got a ladder or an engine truck out there and you have to have every person doing their job. New York City Fire is also involved in a lot of EMS operations, which are all counting on time.
Absolutely.
Could the reduction in employees result in longer waits for EMS and paramedics to get on scene?
There's no question about it. Every day in New York City, there's 1,400 life-threatening medical emergencies. On average, there's about 80 cardiac events that need to be responded to. So when you start increasing response times, you get further and further out of the survivability range for a heart attack victim. There's no question about it. The 5-year statistical analysis on the Mayor's Manager Report shows a direct correlation between response times and survivability. So, currently in New York City, the survivability rate for a heart attack is 32%.
Wow. So the New York Post reported that about 24,000 city employees could be off the job today. Danielle Filson, who is the press secretary for Mayor de Blasio, disputed that, saying mandates work. Approximately 9,000 city employees, only approximately 6% of our total workforce, are on leave without pay starting today. That number will continue to decrease. The remaining have pending accommodation exemption requests. They are working and subject to weekly testing. What do you say to her and Mayor de Blasio?
Well, it's very obvious that mandates work. So do guns work in robberies as well. This is coercion. You're telling a person that if you don't take the shot within this 9-day time period, we're going to remove your ability to provide for your families. And we want our day in court. We want actually, the Corrections Officers Union, they don't have to make this decision to December 1st. There's no reason why other unions weren't given this amount of time. And as I said, we want our day in court. We have multiple lawsuits that are ongoing.
Yep.
And 9 days is not enough time.
All right.
Just isn't. The FDNY retirement process takes 30 days minimum.
Yeah. Andrew, we got to.
And they're putting people off the payroll.
We got to jump, Andrew. Thank you for being with us today. Let's hope that this does not result in a loss of life, because that certainly would be tragic. Appreciate you coming in.
Absolutely not. This was unavoidable.
All right.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.